Good morning. Welcome to our church service. Sunday morning church service. I got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Iloka step decks I'm holding hostage here. We got a Fontaine Velocity. We got a Manic, 2 Manics, and a Fontaine Velocity. And I'm holding them hostage until tomorrow morning when I drop them. Then I got to go and grab a chiller in Cincinnati and bring it back up to Clyde, Ohio. So this morning, I thought to myself, it's not very windy. I washed the truck yesterday after I dropped the trailer and stuff, jacked it up, even did that because in that Michigan mud that I was slinging from that electric move trashed my frame and stuff. Completely disgusting. And then going down and delivering that stuff to those guys at the Brotherhood, that dust. Ugh, I mean I hosed on this thing for, I swear, an hour or two, and yeah, it's still gross. So my nice fancy Matt's paint job is pretty much toast, but oh well, it'll be fine. So I'm gonna take off the caps real quick and give the wheels a fresh paint job after I get some water off, because I need to, since I swapped them out and stuff, and there's, you know, some grit and stuff that just don't want to come off even if I put degreaser on it, like right in here, all those stains. I want to put a little bit of shine on there. So I got juice tires up, wipe out the rest of the wheels because they're a little wet from the wash, and then I'll spray them and give them a little bit of shine, or try to at least. That way it'll be easier to wipe off. I've gotten some colors. The video just dropped of me changing them, and I've gotten some color ideas from people, which is cool. The silver with the green and black stripe, yeah, that would be it's a lot of work though, kind of lazy. Yeah, black would be cool too, and I've thought about that, but I'm going to be pulling a double drop deck here shortly that has brand new painted white wheels on, so all the wheels will match if they're white. So that's one reason why I haven't changed the color, because yeah, I really missed that aluminum on Frank. I know Frank looked better with the aluminum, but these ride 10 times smoother than that, those aluminums, and they probably all bent up from the accident and shit, and just blown belts on those tires, so it's what it is. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do this morning on the show, on the Chad Teagan YouTube channel. There you go. There's a fresh coat of white on there. I used gloss white, give a little bit of shine on there. Still need to wash around the tires where I got a little bit of overspray, and must have had some oil in there or something, because a few of them didn't just take very well. There's some spots, but you know, it's what it is. It's a Frankenstein truck, and some old ass white steel wheels on there for now, just for a while. So don't worry, we'll get back to where it needs to be one of these days. So just keep that in mind. I know it looks cooler with the aluminums, and it'll look sweet with some brand new 24s on low pros one of these days. But for now, let's I'm gonna go get some sunflower starts from the garden. Geraldine pulled up and said, hey, some big sunflowers out in the garden, some starts if you want them. So I'm gonna cruise over there in a second and go get them. Now these right here are huge. Last year he had some, I mean the heads were bigger than my head, they were huge. So I'm gonna grab a handful of these. They're just some ones that just plopped up because of the one that was here last year, and go plant some up the house, because usually we just throw out seeds, but squirrels like to get them, so try to eliminate that. This is what I was talking about the other day here. They widen this road. They didn't do on this side, they only did on this side, and then they stop up there and they go to that side. But yeah, that's where I cut across the other day. And where I'll continue to cut across. Oh man, some farmer done tore that up. It'll be a gag running over that. But just got done planting those sunflower seed starts. There's some up there by the tree. Nice sun. We had a few there last year. We had some bangers here, which there was some leftover seeds from one because we just kind of let them die, then pulled them out. So we'll see what happens with those. And then I got a few up the house because I always cut like from right here up, and then do that other side and do this, and then I let this grow up, and then I cut this about once a month just to keep it tight. But we like the flowers in there. I mean, nobody goes in here. We don't have kids. They don't play in the yard. If anything, we got to pick up sticks. So it's kind of cool to see that tall stuff, walk through there and see all the different little flowers and whatnot in that area. And yeah, Frank don't look too bad with those fresh white wheels. Need to clean that paint off around the outside, but it's whatever. It's whatever. So that's my Sunday. Usually plant some here, and I'll probably put some smaller stuff up here. Those ones are going to be massive, so that's what it is for church service. Now I got to go organize my shit and put whatever I need, whatever I don't need back in the truck, because I had the cab jacked up from Washington yesterday because that old Michigan mud was just, ooh, did a number on my frame, not to mention the dust from dropping that other stuff off. So that's what's up. Well, just delivered that stack, sent the bills off and stuff. Went to one place, they had me run down the road, like down quarter mile, down half mile, drop the stuff, to follow this slow ass fucking forklift, one of the big extendable forklifts, 15 mile per hour down here. But it dropped it, and it's what it is. Let's just pass it right up. Oh man, come on woman, says some muskrat traps. So now I'm gonna haul ass over here to 127, jump on it, slide down to 30, slide across, grab a splash at Beaver Dam, and then head down to Cincinnati, grab my load. Should probably be down there around noon. And then I don't know, I'm debating on whether to take it home or not. I gotta figure out the mileage, because I really don't want to get over to Clyde at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon and then just sit over there all afternoon for delivery. But Clyde's like 70 miles from the house. We'll have to see how many outer route miles it's going to take, and just what comfort do it. I mean, I can sleep in the truck, it ain't a big deal, but that delivers 8 till 10 tomorrow, I believe. So it's just whatever I feel like doing, I suppose. I'll probably call the person when I get the load and talk to him about tomorrow, where I'm going, try to find some things out, get the most information I can. I'm not like necessarily in a see what happens. Well, just pulled into training here, got some paperwork, signed paperwork, did stuff. Walk up, check out our unit here. 48 footer, spread axle, flatbed. Throw the chain through the hole, if not, go up around the top. Oh, that's it. Oh, sweet, got the air lubes, ear dubers. These look like good tires. They sound like they're full. That one's a little wonky. A wonky to bonky. Should be decent though. It's supposed to only weigh 20-some thousand pounds, so shouldn't be too bad. Nice, easy, light trip. Be able to get this into the house if I wanted to go home versus going straight to Clyde. So we'll see. Alrighty, let's do a quick walk around, check all the lights. Look good from the front. One, two, super tight. Super tight. Bags are filling up right now. I just pressed them in, so that'll be nice. Little chunk of chain in there. All these are good. Super tight. Super tight. Super tight. Super tight. Good. Good. I was hoping this one would have straps on it, but it didn't, so oh well. And our turn signal's flashing. Let's go see the other one real quick. And then I gotta send some pictures off to my broker and I'm gone. Told him I might take it to my house. He said that's fine, so that's always nice when you can do that. I mean, yeah, that one's working. Dealt with these people I don't know how many times, so they trust me. That's always nice. That is always nice. Well, I'm back at the house here. It's about 1, 2, 3, 3:30, and just climbed under the truck and did some shit because didn't realize there until I started going that the bags were all the way down because the leveling valve had been placed at a weird spot back here to where there was no bags whatsoever whole ride. But I stopped over and it was all the way down here. Like this was right there where the line was, so this was like completely not right. But yeah, so this was completely level and wasn't filling the bags up at all. And these brakes, like this brake right here, wants to grab and koosh, 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 and then next thing you know, I'm sitting there like losing air pressure and stuff. So I had to be super cautious with it. You know how you do when you got a 50,000 pound Campbell soup container on and you just kind of back off it because that chassis don't have no brakes whatsoever. But I did pulled up across the road like this because I came down this way. Come down, I blindsided that thing right around the corner and backed her straight up, man. So I'll drop that off at Clyde in the morning and probably go inside and look for something after that, if you know what I mean. Well, Tuesday morning, just jumped in the truck here. Ready to head over to Clyde. Should be over about 8:15. Well, probably 8:30-ish, depending on traffic and whatnot. I had raised the bags yesterday. I had went back and measured to make sure everything was cool. Got something flopping around back here. Gotta check something out real quick. What it is. It's a piece off the unit that's flopping like this. I gotta jump out real quick and check it. I'll be right back. But I measured the stuff because I thought, oh, they probably had these bags down because they may have had a unit on here that was, if the bags lifted it, it wouldn't have worked. Yeah, right there, that panel's plopping out. It should be all right. I mean, it made it this far, but I measured the top of that. It was only 13 to the ground, so That should be fine. There's a little bit of air in the bags, not much, because I'd moved it to where they were full, and then I moved it to where they were about mid-range, so that's what it is. Like, you have to worry about these panels, they're vinyl. They used to be like aluminum, metal, but they're doing vinyl now, so they're flexible and they flip-flop and flop around. It's raining over there, so I'll scoot over there. I looked for loads last night, but I didn't find anything. And then I seen something this morning going from Harrisburg up to like Clevelandish. So let me check into that once I get over that way. I don't know. I seen it this morning. I need to check their MC to see if I can even pack it with them, because that always matters. You know what I mean? Nice morning out. It's like 60 some degrees already. Too bad. Want to get up this morning. Sure why. You just didn't want to feel like waking up 5 o'clock and reached down and was like, oh man, I wonder what time it is. Hopefully it's not like 2 a.m. Next thing you know, my alarm went off. The dog crawled up and climbed on me. Kim left him in my bed last night. I got up, went to the bathroom, took him downstairs, and then came back upstairs after I got my coffee, and next thing you know, he's in his mom's bed. I'm waking her up. It's okay, though. Not sure what's going on. Jake's only want to work when the truck's cold, the engine's cold. They don't want to work for some odd reason when it's warm after I've run it for a while. I used to run it on high, and then the high quit working, and it would like drain the battery and squeech down to low, and then for some odd reason the low would work, and then the low went out, so then it was running on high even though it was on low. And not sure what's going on now, but it's on low, but it seems to want to be on high. And for sale by owner. Only work when it's cold. Blitz Creek Bop this week, so 13th through the 15th, 72-hour blitz. We are gonna send it. All the good fun stuff Chad gets to do on the back of the building. Pulled in the building, called the guy, he come out, he went around, he had me go over to the other side, then we walked around back here and he's like, oh, you might want to come in a different way. Okay, so now I'm coming in a different way. I back it up right up against here and drop it, and then who knows what's going to happen after that. I'm leaving the shed and I'm getting out. That's all I know. So way bigger of a trailer than what they need for right here. Just fucking dropping in the grass. Landing gear probably. Alright, I will be back. I'm gonna do some maneuvering here. No reason for you to stay looking that way, if you know what I mean. I mean, what's going on? Hump day morning. Got a call from Peyton yesterday from Trident Transportation. I was pulling that stuff down in Florida. I pulled the Iron Man and I pulled the Deca fit for these guys, and I think they had a load on the load boards yesterday when I was heading over to Clyde. I seen. And I don't know if it was them or not, but it was Perrysburg to somewhere. Somebody had one yesterday and then it disappeared on me. Well, I'm about a mile from the house down the road, and this dude calls and he says, hey, are you still in Clyde with a power only? I got this load in Perrysburg, needs to take the Elkhart, dropped off and returned. And I'm like, I don't understand what's going on here, dude. I don't even know how you got my information. Well, later in the conversation, he tells me that he seen I was in Elkhart empty, or Clyde with a power only. He must have known that I was looking, so he asked me if it was available, blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, I'm like a mile from the house. I'm gonna get the yard mowed and stuff like that, and then, you know, I do it tomorrow if I could. I wish you'd have called me about an hour ago. He calls me back when I'm out on the mower, like, hey, you can do this later, it just needs to be there by 6 a.m. Can you pick it up later tonight? I'm like, well, it'd be like first thing in the morning because I've been drinking. I'm not just going to go pick something up after I get done mowing, you know. So it's 2:15 now and I'm heading over there. Supposed to be a van, 43,000 pounds full of lumber. So I'm going to take it to Elkhart, pick it up. A truck broke down and it's at the Flying J in Perrysburg, and apparently they can't get a leak fixed or something. I don't know. I just know I talked to a guy yesterday named Tom. He sounded like he was a foreigner. And I'm going to get the trailer to take it, to deliver it, finish out the load, take it back to him while he gets the shit work done. So that's what's up right now. Recon. I just delivered that and got unloaded. Trailer straight garbage. There's no brakes on it whatsoever. I stopped outside and go up and got out, got under it and checked, because I was going to tighten them up, and the pads are like wore down. This is a rental trailer, so I'm going to have to call the number for McKinney and bitch at them and be like, hey, look, whoever's got this trailer, it's leased to, they need to get this thing taken care of, and maybe it's a stolen trailer again like the other one. I don't know. All I'm doing here is repowering a load. This guy's truck is broke down. I met him this morning and his name was Tom. Short little black fella. Who knows where he's from? He can speak English, but not very well. Kept on calling me sir every time I talked to him on the phone. So his truck is broke down and they can't find a leak or something like that. I don't know what's going constantly, so I couldn't see for shit really, but it's what it is. I got it over there and about 6:20 when I pulled in, because I stopped a couple times and pulled 10-100 twice because I was slamming on the old coffee. So I'm taking it back over to the truck stop in Perrysburg, dropping it off. I'll let the dude know, but I will call McKinney and let him know. And I'll even take pictures of the shit, because there's barely any brakes. There's no shoe, pretty much. There's like literally no fucking shoe on the brake. So who knows about the jump too? It's just barely anything, and not enough for me. Not enough for me to keep me happy. This guy's driving this fucking truck from, I think he came from Maryland, heavy ass load through the mountains, up and down the mountains. No thanks. That's how people get killed. So I'll do my part to get this trailer fixed once I drop it. And I don't know what I'll do after that. I'll probably just head to the house, unless there's something around. I'll look to see if there's something around there, but I may just head to the house. It's supposed to be super nasty tomorrow. Potential for some serious weather Thursday and Friday. So I may take the next couple of days off. I've done pretty good this week so far with just the 3 loads that I've done. Well, 2 loads actually, but with that load from Monday, I only have $150, maybe a little more, coming out of my account next week for fuel for all the money that's went in. So I'm not too worried about it. I gotta get some things taken care of anyway. Some other things. My plates due, my 2290s due, my IPA's gonna be due at the end of the month. Well, I guess 7. So I got until July to do that. Just chug along. Headed back. See what happens. Won't just slide back to the house, drop that trailer. Got a call from the actual owner of the trailer, because the guy that I got it from was just the driver at the truck stop, and he's like, yeah man, we finally found a mechanic that can fix the truck. Fuel leak. It's like, right on. I said, hey, this trailer is, I said, you guys rent this trailer? Since the McKinley says, no, we own it. I said, well, you might want to get the brakes fixed on the trailer. He said, why that? I said, because there ain't none. There's no brakes. The pads are wore all the way down. It's horrible, dude. So he's like, okay. I'm like, I said, it's DOT Blitz week, dude. I said, your guy gets pulled over. He's not only getting put out of service, he's getting probably a fine too, bro. So I pulled into the place, sent him a couple of pictures, called the broker, made sure everything was cool. Within a half hour of dropping that trailer, talking to the broker on the phone, sending over the paperwork to my factoring company, I'm already paid for that bitch on my way home. So it'll be in my account in the morning when I wake up. My money will be there. That is what I'm talking about. Now, doing that kind of stuff, it's like specialties. It's like transporter specialties kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So especially when you get called by people to do extra things like that, or they call you because A, you worked with them before, and B, they know that you're not a pain in the ass and you'll get the job done regardless. So some kid called me, he wanted to make sure everything was cool. He's like, hey, how far are you from dropping that? I said, I already did, dude. I already talked to so-and-so. One of the guys from Trident. And I'm telling him about the brakes and stuff, and he's like, yeah, we had a guy on a load that got stopped for Blitz week, and he got ripped out of the truck because he had no CDL. He's a foreigner and he had no CDL. I just don't understand it. Like, I don't know, man. I think they should be doing some kind of like state border fucking check every time. I mean, if you're gonna stop people and skill check their trucks, why not just pull them in there and ask, are you English? Can you speak English? Do you have a CDL? Show me your CDL and show me you can read and write English. I'm coming back on 80-90 in a 50-mile-per-hour zone. I'm doing 54 behind XPO. Here comes this guy flying up the like he was Chinese. He was probably doing at least 65, and I'm like, can you not read that sign that says 50? 50, not 65. But I mean, it's what it is. That's the last thing I would want to do, is go flying through some construction during Blitz week and get pulled over. Not a good thing, but not my business, not my problem. I'm on my way home, so I looked when I was over there. I didn't see nothing. I'm not going to sit in Toledo for an hour or two looking for loads when I'm 52 miles away from there in my house. I'll go home. I'll start drinking. I was up at, I went to bed at like 7 o'clock. I woke up at 9. I went back to bed at like around 11, and then my alarm went off at 1. I hit the snooze and it would have been over. And then Kim walks in at 1:15 like, you need to get up. I'm like, thank you Jesus for waking me up. So I hurried up, got up, went downstairs, got a cup of coffee, grabbed some shit out of the trunk, went back in, showered, and I was out the fucking door. Because I had to go, and I mean, I was moving. And even with that, like this morning, it was like misty, foggy, so you couldn't really see. I'm on 20, a 2-lane road, and I'm doing 55, and it took me, it felt like 2 miles to get that thing slowed down when I was getting off the interstate there, or turnpike, to go on 20 from 49, and I'm lucky that, if you know, you know, when you go from Indiana to Ohio to Indiana on 20, when the turnpike crosses over 20, there's a little pull-off that the Indiana Patrol use for inspections. I got lucky, there was nobody there. Now it's closed up today. So I could have been in a world of hurt for pulling somebody else's trailer and doing a repower. And I did get under there and look at those brakes. The front ones looked like it was a little bit, but they looked like they were down. But then the back ones, when I stopped there and took a picture and sent them to the guy, the back ones were up when the trailer was unhooked from my air and everything. So there was no brake. There's no brakes on that back axle whatsoever. So I just sent them to him, and I said the front one's got a little bit, not much, and the back one's completely not even going to stop the trailer if he parks it on a hill or something. So it's like, thanks for letting me know. I'm like, yeah, that's why I'd never hire a driver. I don't care. If you ain't a previous owner operator that has a cab over, you ain't driving my trucks. End of conversation. See ya, wouldn't gonna be it. I'm gone. So yeah, we're gonna do some transporter specialty stuff here in the future. Keep your eyes peeled for that. You never know when someone's gonna call me and say, hey, I need you to do this with me, or you want to do this? I got this load right here I need covered. I'm ready for a drink. Oh, good Friday morning. It is May 16th, 2025, 6:35 a.m. Just walking out to Frank to fire it up. I need to run over to Napoleon, grab a splash. Then I'm gonna slide down 108 to Ottawa. There is a solar panel farm out there that has a trailer that belongs to Sunbelt up in Toledo. There's some install that I'm gonna go grab and take to Toledo. So it's 71 miles at $550 is what they're paying. It's through Bennett. Booked it through Bennett, and give me a weird address, so I had to call him up and be like, hey dude, can you give me a contact information? There's no number, it just says 11. So he ended up getting back a hold of me like right before 5 and send me a guy's contact. So I call the guy, he don't answer. So then I text him and I'm like, hey, I'm supposed to pick up a trailer tomorrow, blah blah blah, what's the address? It's not showing shit on here. He's like, it's a solar panel farm, this and that, blah blah. I'm like, okay. So then I look it up on Trucker Path, because my Google Maps didn't pull up shit for that. So I looked it up on Trucker Path, and then it showed the panel farm there. So I figured, okay, That's better because Google Maps apparently sucks and don't update for years. And but the trucker path had it, so I was able to see where I was, where I gotta go. But I got some things ordered yesterday that I'm going to be installing on the truck. It's supposed to be coming today, hopefully this weekend, while I do some service to the truck also, unless I find something and go, which I doubt I'll do, because I would rather be home to do service, get the truck ready for the next phase of its life, and do everything I need to at home instead of being on the road somewhere, if you know what I mean. So let's get this thing fired up. Now, run to the point and grab a splash. There we go. A little squeak, not much. Nope. So let this thing run for a little bit, and then come back in it and take off, go get a splash, get our day started. Well, oddly enough, I'm getting this trailer for Sunbelt from, I pulled that pickup truck. When I took that trailer back up to Doug, I pulled the pickup truck from right over here. So I'm in the same area. Ran Napoleon, grabbed my splash, seen a dude I hadn't seen for a while, works for NFI. Chatted with him for a minute, and then grabbed my splash and then boogied on down here. It was like 36 miles from the house or something. It was 42 miles to go the other way, or 35 miles. So I went a few miles out of route, but I needed fuel, so it didn't really matter. You know what I mean? So it's down here, this place. I'm supposed to go. There's somebody behind me. He can go around me if he wants to. I got over so he could, but he probably don't want to. I'm not flying down this potholy ass fucking road. You know what I mean? It's Friday. I'm not in that big of a hurry. So we'll see what this looks like when I get up here. I'll come back to you in a minute. Well, we got this all crammed in here. I am at this facility here. This is a 53-foot trailer. There's office equipment shit in here. There's fucking wires down off of a unit, a BART's unit, a place where I used to work. And then they got this thing right in front of it, so this is gonna be fun to get out real quick and do something though, because they got wires hanging down. Right, so hold on. Get this thing to move. It is it's a mobile office, is what it is, and it's super. I don't know how heavy this is, so I do believe the brakes are probably locked up though. But it is looking pretty cool. Frank, done. Send this off to him. We'll get the address really quick for the place in Toledo. And boy, I'm like, it's gonna be a hot one today. It's supposed to be 85 degrees. Let's see. American Road 5940, American Road, East Toledo. Hour and 18 minutes. Directions. Let's go. 72 miles for 550 bucks. Yeah, the brakes, they look, hopefully I don't have to beat on them, but let me see if I can get this thing to whip around some. Then take the first right. Yeah, it's like they're I don't think they should behind me. He said it was empty. This dude said it was loaded with tools and stuff. He runs, it's basically like a tool crib. He sits in his trailer all day, he says, and hands out tools and shit to people. So that's kind of cool. Told him how I was going to get out of here. So I'm just going to basically whip this thing around and jackknife it right here, because that's my options. Black Beach. It's definitely not empty. Knows how heavy it actually is. There's a BART's unit on the front that I had to zip tie the cords up in the front. That way I didn't catch anything. I mean, the truck looks pretty good with the trailer because it's green and green, but it's not the same green, but it is a green, and I can get this high vis off. Turn right onto Township Road 13. Kind of hot. this fucking trailer up, I'll sweat my ass off. Just creeping around. I don't care about anybody if they're in a hurry, because guess who ain't? Me. I took out one of these the last week when I was up in grabbing that office for that other people, those other people. I mean, I can only do so much. Oh, barely missed it. Foxtrot, they got little cute names for all this stuff out here in their little areas that they got these solar panels. The guy says he's going out to Omaha next week. I said, oh, that'd be cool. Drop like 20 degrees and then be 60, barely 60 something for the next like handful of days. So I guess I might be working out in the cold and rain this weekend doing some things, but that's okay. You can always jack the truck up as long as the severe weather that's supposed to be coming comes through. We should be fine. But I guess we'll see. Working in cold weather ain't no big deal. It's not like first time. 60's better than 40. Oh, 613. Nice little truck stop over here. Buckeye truck stop out by PGT, KFT, little trucking company over here. Where a few months ago, I think a driver went in and shot one of the people that worked there. I think it was a family member. Somebody must not have been happy about their paycheck or something. Dispatching. It's insane. Guy just got sentenced, I think, to life in prison. Not too long ago, I know guys around here shared it on Facebook and stuff. See, I gotta be up there around 10. I'll be up there around 10. 62 miles, an hour and 3 minutes. I'll pop out on 75 by Van Buren, right by the Flying J or the Pilot, just north of the Scale House. So, just had to do a little maneuvering through town because there was a train. Coal train back here blocking the track, so I just went off route and cut around through town. I figure I'm in a Sunbelt Rentals trailer. I just say I was coming from somewhere. I just crawled, turned wide, crawled through there and turned wide, wave, smile, wave. Hey. Knows how long I'd have been sitting there. Still mill over here somewhere, I think. I don't know what they make. Somebody from this area could tell me. Let the followers know. The channel watchers. Beautiful day. Cloudy in the sky. Pilot's over here, the Flying J, whatever, which one ever it is. And then the Home Depot distribution center is right over to our left. Van Buren, Ohio. That's where I worked for JB Hunt for like 4 months until I got my sign-on bonus of $4,000. You had to be there 4 months, and then you got a sign-on bonus of $4,000. As soon as I got that, I had accumulated a couple days worth of vacation. So I told them, I said, hey, I want to put in for those 2 days vacation. As soon as I got that money, they're like, okay, because I had ordered ship for the truck. And it all came in, so I wanted to build the blue truck up. That way I could take it to, holy shit, they tore that place down. I cannot believe that. I did not know that. Wow. Ain't that something? Wow. Holy moly, I did not know that. But I took the days off, and then I went and built the truck, and then when I came back, I put my 2 weeks notice in. I pretty much worked until the end of the week, and it was done. Didn't have a job. I just knew that I had a blue truck that was DOT'd and brand new tires. It was, needless to say, ready to go truck, and I just had to find a job, so. I put the feelers out there. When I was at the shop, getting the tires and the DOT and all that good stuff done, I talked to a guy that, I talked to 2 guys actually at Pull Containers for the intermodal clown group that I went leased onto, and gave him a call the next Monday, and next thing you know, I was going to take whiz quiz and filling out paperwork, and I had a job as an owner operator, my first one with that blue truck, my lease job. So good times thanks to trucking. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, never forget that place. Sucked though. Those guys that worked in the office, at dispatch office, they probably had kids out of school and whatnot. Man, they treated the drivers like they were all new, like nobody knew what the fuck they were doing and stuff. And I told them a couple times, I had to lay into a couple people and be like, look, don't talk to me like that, dude. I know what the fuck I'm doing here. And those 2 things look like they could come off anytime they wanted to. Just swing on out of there. You probably don't have to see me either. Oh, that would hurt. That would make a mess. Yeah, little history update on old Chatty Boy and his career of trucking. Boy, hi, let's do a quick one real quick. So this might be the last one for a while. I'll fix that. I need to fix that. Let's do a quick one for this trailer. That way you can see how well that matched. And that thing matched great. It's a good little tug for Friday. Little bit of scratch. 550, 71 miles, not bad. Not far from the house either, so not a bunch of deadhead miles going back to the house. So that's what's up. That's what's up. Do my paperwork, send this stuff off, and see what's on the load boards, and I'm gone. Pretty much gone. So that's what's up. That's what is up.